Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. My name is Josh, and this is a little YouTube series that I'm going to be doing. Try to get people used to Unity programming, get more people more comfortable. I want to get you guys confident, and I do want to let you guys know that some of these concepts I'm explaining in my own words. So if you're an intermediate professional and you have something to say, just know that this is my way of explaining it to everyone else. Right. So first things first, what is programming? To me, programming is simple when you think about it like this. You write a paper that gives instructions to someone or something. To be honest, we have programs, we make programs and give programs every day. Whether it's on your smartphone, talking to someone. It's all a process of giving instructions, deciphering those instructions, and commencing them. It's all a sample of programming. This is also how the computer processes how to do specific actions, like a calculator. This basic way of thinking of programming can really help you with scripting going on. So Basics 1, Unity 3D, in case you guys don't know, is an amazing tool for bringing simple games to life. It is something that's called a game engine. Game engines give you the workspace to implement multiple elements into one project. You can bring things like game objects, skyboxes, particle system, make things look cool. And without them, you would have to manually create certain important interactions like physics, collision interactions, and the cleanliness of your assets. Where all of them go? What are they even? By programming in Unity, you will be assigning code to game objects and configuring them with behaviors, which are also known as scripts. So the first things that you have to know about are variables. Variables are containers of information that you can always refer back to for the data that they hold. To bring them to life in Unity, we must define them. A simple definition of a real number, regular number like 1, 0, 5, 8, 9, 18, -8 it would be something like this. Public int cool number equals 2. Alright, we're going to get into what all this means in the next slide. Because basically public is an access specifier. This tells Unity that this variable will be used within the class or outside of the class. Everyone be able to see it, talk to it, and say, hey, I want to change the number. Hey, I want to see the number. Other scripts, other code that you write will be able to see this number. The int is the data type of the variable. So this is what Unity looks at and says, all right, this will be a whole number, or this will be a decimal, or this will be a true or false statement. It gets stored into a variable, and int represents integer. A cool number is just the cool name for our variable that I decided that we, need. It'll help you look at it. And 2 is obviously the data that we're putting inside the variable of cool number. So with classes, the best way to think about classes is to think about an actual class in school. They all have students, which in programming is kind of like modules, that must fulfill a specific job. One student has to wipe boards, another must keep a record of how many students go to the bathroom, and another does the wake-up routine. Make sure everyone gets up and stretch. Inside this class, there are so many jobs that can be done simultaneously. You have the start module, you have the update module, and you have a custom module that you can create to fulfill your own specific duties in your own video games. So with data types, the computer needs data types to know what the variable will be. These are simple, and the basic data types that you'll see pretty much anywhere are as follows. Integer, whole numbers, positive, negative. Float are numbers with decimals, mainly. Positive, negative as well. 2 the integer 2 in a float will be written as 2.0 or 2.00, you know, how many zeros, but it would have a decimal regardless. That's how the computer would look at it. A character or a char, is a single letter or symbol enclosed in only single quotation marks. So make sure you remember that. Strings are a combination of characters and symbols enclosed in double quotation marks. You know, yeah, double quotation marks like Josh or Apple, airplane. You know, those would be in quotation marks. But if you just write a letter A, that's a char. So it would just be single. And last one is Boolean. Booleans are only true or false. So it's only true or false. Nothing else. Alright, so to make cool variable names for your games, programs, anything you're going to do, it's best to only use alphabetical letters and numbers. And they can also not have spaces. They can't have spaces in them, or else the computer will separate it and it will look at it as a different thing and you will always get errors. Also, the first character of a variable name can never be a number. Never. Can never. It can be an underscore, it can be the letter J, but it cannot be a number. If you'd like to split up a variable name, then use underscores. They're incredible for long variable names like crazy random number, high string count, super omega power up. You know. And another cool way for making long variable names more readable is to use the camel case technique. So instead of having each word have a capital letter, the first word will be lowercase, and every subsequent word will be a capitalized, bunched together. It makes it easier for your brain to look at it and read and differentiate each different word. All right, some variable examples that I wanted to give out is public float speed equals 5f. The f represents that it's a floating number. It's the difference between float and speed. Float kind of needs that f for if you have like 5.65, you can't just leave it there. You have to put f to represent that it's a float, or else Unity will not recognize it. The char letter equals j, so public char letter equals j. So that if we were to print that line out in Unity, it would print that variable, it would only print out that j. Public string name equals Josh. That's my name. Thank you very much. It would only print out Josh. Public bool is human. It wouldn't. If you try to print this out, it wouldn't print anything out because it's just a true or a false statement. So is human. Yes, I am human. True. Public bool is girl. From my voice, no, I'm not a girl. And public in age equals 85. I'm not 85, but you get the gist. So yeah, this will be the first video here. I'm gonna have more videos up with PowerPoints like this. Gonna get a little avatar for myself as well, so you all can get an idea of how I look. And yeah, the next video will be talking about implementing things into Unity, getting a project started, and writing your first line